Dimensions: S23 Ultra. Height: 6.43 inches. Width: 3.07 inches. Thickness: 0.35 inches. iPhone 14 Pro Max. Height: 6.33 inches. Width: 3.06 inches. Thickness: 0.31 inches. Weight: S23 Ultra. 234 grams, 8.25 ounces. iPhone 14 Pro Max. 240 grams, 8.47 ounces. Build: S23 Ultra. Armor aluminum frame. Gorilla Glass Victus 2. Front and back. IP68 dust and water resistant, up to 1.5 m for 30 minutes. iPhone 14 Pro Max. Ceramic shield front, textured matte glass back and stainless steel design. IP68 dust and water resistant, up to 6 m for 30 minutes. Display: 23 Ultra. 6.8 inch. Infinity O display. Edge QHD+. Dynamic AMOLED 2X HDR10+ certified up to 120 Hz refresh rate. iPhone 14 Pro Max. 6.7 inch. Super Retina XDR display. All-screen OLED display. Promotion technology with adaptive refresh rates up to 120 Hz. Resolution: 23 Ultra. 3088 by 1440 pixels. 500 ppi density. iPhone 14 Pro Max. 2796 by 1290 pixels. 460 ppi density. S23 Ultra S Pen. Bluetooth enabled. Air Actions. Air View. Live Message. Bixby Vision. AR Doodle. Write-on Calendar. OS: S23 Ultra. Android 13, One UI 5.1. iPhone 14 Pro Max. iOS 16 upgradable to iOS 16.4.1. Chipset: S23 Ultra. Qualcomm SM8550 AC Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 iPhone 14 Pro Max. Apple A16 Bionic. CPU: S23 Ultra. Octa-core Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 Mobile. iPhone 14 Pro Max. A 16 Bionic chip 6-core CPU with 2 performance and 4 efficiency cores, 5-core GPU, 16-core neural engine. Storage and memory: S23 Ultra. 256 GB with 8 GB RAM. 256 GB with 12 GB RAM. 512 GB with 12 GB RAM. 1 TB with 12 GB RAM. iPhone 14 Pro Max. 128 GB with 6 GB RAM. 256 GB with 6 GB RAM. 512 GB with 6 GB RAM. 1 TB with 6 GB RAM. Back cam: S23 Ultra. 200 MP wide angle. 12 MP 120 degrees ultra wide. 10 MP 10x optical zoom telephoto. 10 MP 3x optical zoom telephoto. Space zoom: 3x, 10x dual optical zoom, super resolution zoom up to 100x. OIS, optical image stabilization. Laser AF. 30x space zoom. 100x space zoom. Laser AF sensor is used to enhance the AF performance. iPhone 14 Pro Max. 48 MP main. 12 MP 120 degrees ultra wide. 12 MP 2x optical zoom telephoto. 12 MP 3x optical zoom telephoto. Sapphire crystal lens cover. Smart HDR4. Panorama, up to 63 MP. Apple ProRAW. Photo geotagging. Back cam video. S23 Ultra. Resolution. 8K video recording at 30 frames per second, 7680 by 4320. Shooting speed. Super steady QHD video support at 60 fps. iPhone 14 Pro Max. 4K video recording. HDR video recording with Dolby Vision up to 4K at 60 frames per second. ProRes video recording up to 4K at 30 frames per second. Cinematic video stabilization. Selfie camera. S23 Ultra. 12 MP 26 mm wide. Dual pixel PDAF dual video call. Auto HDR, HDR10+. iPhone 14 Pro Max. 12 MP 23 mm wide. DAF HDR, cinematic mode 4K. Selfie cam video. Both. 4K. Sound. Both with stereo speakers. Both don't have 3.5mm jack. Both support 5G. Bluetooth. Both have 5.3 A2DP LE. Both support NFC. Sensors. S23 Ultra. Fingerprint, under-display ultrasonic. Accelerometer gyro. Proximity. Compass. Barometer. iPhone 14 Pro Max. Face ID, accelerometer. Gyro. Proximity. Compass. Barometer. Battery. Type. S23 Ultra. Li-ion 5000 mAh, non-removable. 45W wired, PD 3.0, 65% in 30 minutes. 15W wireless. 4.5W reverse wireless. Battery life. 126H endurance rating. iPhone 14 Pro Max. Li-ion 4323 mAh, non-removable, 16.68 Wh. 20W or higher wired, PD 2.0, 50% in 30 minutes. 15W wireless, MagSafe. 7.5W wireless, Qi. Battery life. 121H endurance rating. Performance S23 Ultra. Antutu 1241531 V9. Geekbench 4927 version 5.1. GFX Bench 67 frames per second ES 3.1 on screen. iPhone 14 Pro Max. Antutu 955884 V9. Geekbench 5423 version 5.1. GFX Bench, 54 frames per second, ES 3.1 on screen.